Good day everyone. So in this video we will gonna continue our topic on the higher order linear homogeneous differential equation. So this time we have the case 2 of the auxiliary equation or characteristic equation for the repeated roots. So let's say let the roots m1, m2 and mn are all equal. Let's say it is call it B of the auxiliary equation, then the proposed solutions are y1 is equal to e to the root or bx, y sub 2 is equal to x e to the bx, y sub 3 is equal to x squared e to the bx until such that y sub n is equal to x n minus 1 e to the bx. So a root of multiplicity n corresponds to n linearly independent solution of the differential equation. Thus, the general solution of this differential equation can be written as y is equal to the arbitrary constant c sub 1 e to the bx plus c sub 2 x e to the bx plus c sub 3 x squared e to the bx plus um, c sub n of the arbitrary constant x. I mean, this is x n minus 1 e to the bx. So last time we've tackled the uh, case 1. By the way, this is real roots if we have a distinct real roots. So we have the general solution given by this equation. So this time, if our roots are repeated, meaning not distinct, meaning repeated, they are equal into one value, then we have this general solution, this term. Okay? So for example, so let's solve and find the general solution for this given differential equation. Say we have second derivative of y with respect to x plus 6 dy over dx plus 9 y is equal to 0. Okay. So again, this given differential equation, if we analyze this one, it is a linear homogeneous differential equation. Okay. And the first thing that we need to do again is to uh, translate it into an operation, differential operator d. So by doing that, we have d squared plus 6d plus 9 y is equal to 0. Okay, and then we need to transform it into an auxiliary equation. So we have m squared plus 6m plus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, and then by factoring to find the root, so uh, we need to come up with a factor that when we multiply the two numbers by this one and this one, our answer will be 9. And if we add those two, our answer will be 6. So this time, we have n plus 3 multiplied by n plus 3. Okay. Or if you want to check, you can do the long method. Okay, multiply this term on the other side as well as on this term on the other side. Then we will come up in this initial auxiliary equation. Okay, so that is for checking off answer. Okay, anyway, let's continue to find the roots by equating this into 0. So we have n plus 3 is equal to 0 also for this one. This is true for both of these uh, term, n plus 3 and n plus 3. So I have n plus 3 is equal to 0 Therefore, our root m is equal to negative 3. So this term here is negative 3, and also, so let's call it m1 is equal to negative 3. And also, our m2 is also negative 3 because they are similar. And going back, we say that if we have a repeated roots, m1, m2 until mn, so in our topic we had m1 and m2, let's call it b. So for this term, m1 is equal to m2 is equal to b, or b is equal to just negative 3. So this is our root, okay? And we have two repeated roots. So therefore, by using this equation, by using that equation, our answer would be therefore our general solution would be c sub 1 e raised to negative 3x, right? And for our second term, plus c sub 2, this x will appear. So we have x e to the negative 3x. Okay. So that's all for this case 2. Mean we have a two repeated roots in terms of negative 3. That's why we have this c1 e to the negative 3 up to c2 x e to the negative 3. If, for example, we have, say, four roots, repeated roots, say, our m1 to m4 is we have positive 5. Okay. B is equal to positive 5 is equal to m1, m2, m3, m4, and m5. I mean, let's say five, uh, five repeated roots. So what we do is the general solution. So we have c1 e to the 5x plus c2 x e to the 5x, and then we have c3. Now instead of x, we will have x um, n minus 1, so we have x squared, 3 minus 1, so we have x squared, and then e to the 5x, and then c sub 4 x cubed e to the 5x, and then finally c sub 5 x 4 e to the 5x. So this will be the general solution if our roots for m1, m2, m3, m4, and m5 is equal to 5, or repeatedly is equal to 5. So we have this term, this term, this term, this term, and finally this term. So by applying this equation given by this case number 2, okay, if we have a repeated roots.